Hey folks, Knox with IT Inspired here. Ask and you shall receive. We polled you guys on the Facebook page, facebook.com/IT Inspired. What would you rather learn about next in a YouTube video? Would you rather learn how to update Windows, or would you rather back up your files? And the overwhelming majority of you chose to back up your files. And that makes sense, right? You care about your data and you don't want to lose anything. Look, even Buddy Holly wants to learn how to back up his files. And Windows updates, it always pesters you. You always get the prompts all the time about updating Windows, so you kind of know what to do there. You just click on the prompt and click update, and it does the rest, and it reboots your computer while you didn't save things, and then you get frustrated, right? Well, backing up your files would have helped you there. So let's talk about how to back up your files. There are a bunch of different ways, both paid and free, and the ones that we're going to cover today are the ones that are free. The paid solutions, you can actually contact IT Inspired, and we'll be happy to talk to you about the more robust features of something like the Veeam agent. But today, we're going to talk about the free ways that you can take your files from your computer and put them somewhere else in case you need to get to them at a later time. What are the reasons you need to back up your files? Well, first of all, you could have a hard drive failure or any other type of hardware failure. Your motherboard goes out or something. When your computer goes down, when your hard drive goes out, you need to be able to get to your data. You need to be able to get to your files. And that's where the cloud-based solutions really shine. Or the other solution is to back your files up to an external hard drive. So why don't we start off by talking about that? Let's talk about how to back up your stuff to an external hard drive. And I'll show you where to go to do this. In Windows 10, it's pretty simple to get to, but they change the interface a little bit depending on what version you're in. But for the most part, it's all the same. So let's click on Start, and then we'll click on the little gear here for Settings. And it brings up this kind of screen on the latest version of Windows 10. If you're not on this, if your gear button doesn't bring up a screen that looks exactly like this, you'll still see a search bar somewhere, and you can simply just type the word backup in that search bar, and you'll see backup settings is right there. And you can click on that, and again, it may look a little bit different in other types of Windows 10, but for the most part, it's going to be like this. And you'll click on backup settings, and it'll take you straight there. The other way is to go through update and security, and then into backup. And you can see right here, it's asking you, you want to back up your file history, back up your files to another drive, and restore them if the originals are lost, damaged, or deleted. So let's do that. I've got an external drive plugged in, so I'll click Add a Drive, and right here, this Z drive with 2.7 terabytes is what I want to back up to. So when I click on that, it automatically starts backing up my data, just like that. That's all there is to it, and it'll eventually start backing up the data. If you want to know specifically which data it's backing up, you can click More Options, and you can see it's going to back up your files every hour, and it's going to keep your backups indefinitely. And right here, back up these folders. You can add folders here if these aren't the ones that you wanted to back up. But by default, it's going to back up your desktop, contacts, downloads, the really, really important ones. You may want to go in and make sure you select documents too. There's documents right there. Just make sure that your stuff that you want to back up is there. And this is what's going to be backed up every hour. If you want to make sure to exclude folders, maybe you've got a big folder in your documents that you don't want to be backed up because it'll eat up all your space, you would come in here and specify that you would want to exclude that folder there. And lastly, in the event of a catastrophe and you do need to restore, the very last link here, restore files from a current backup. If you click on that, those files will be listed here with the history that goes along with them, and you can simply click on that file and click Restore, and it'll even let you change the location of the file if you want to. So that's the first way that is built into Windows 10. Now, the issue with that is you would then have to get to another computer, plug your external hard drive in, and then browse to that and pull up the data that way. Maybe you want something a little more flexible. Maybe you want to do a cloud-based solution so that you can back up your data to a cloud and then go to that website and grab your data from any computer in the world. So there's 3 free cloud-based solutions. And the first one I've got pulled up here is Google Drive. It's just drive.google.com. And there are applications that go along with this. You could actually download the Google Drive app, and it will show up on your little Cloud or on your Windows Explorer, your little file explorer here as a little folder, and you can just drag and drop files in there. Similarly, I can take a file here and just drag it and drop right in here. And that just, you can see right here, it says it's uploading, and just like that, it's done. And there's my file. It's now in the cloud. So if I ever need to get my merge SQL script that I've got here, if I travel across the world and I find myself in an impromptu SQL battle and I need my merge script, I can just go to drive.google.com and simply right-click on it, and get a shareable link or download it or whatever else it is that I need to do to get this file on that computer. So that's a great way. Another way to kind of keep a backup of this SQL script that I've got here is if my computer goes down, I've still got it up here in the Google Drive cloud. Now, taking that a step further, the other options are, of course, Dropbox. I think a lot of people are really familiar with Dropbox. Dropbox is a very popular tool. If we go to Dropbox.com, this is a free account here for Dropbox. So you can just get Dropbox Basic, download and install that, and that will then show up as a folder in your File Explorer right here, like we've got Dropbox. So IT Inspired is using Dropbox, and I use a lot of work items here. I use it for scripts. So I keep a lot of PowerShell scripts here, a lot of SQL scripts that we at IT Inspired share to make processes go a little bit quicker for you. And again, it's just as simple as dragging and dropping and creating files in here. And as soon as they're here, I can sign in at Dropbox.com, or I can download Dropbox on another computer or on my iPhone or Android device, and all of those files are then accessible to me anywhere. The last one, of course, is OneDrive. And OneDrive is great because it comes with your Microsoft Office 365 subscription, but you can go to OneDrive.com and get it for free too. And it works the exact same way as my Google Drive and Dropbox that I demoed earlier. You can simply just drag and drop files in there. And of course, we've got more scripts and items here. And then I can go to OneDrive.com and grab those files from anywhere in the world. And that way, this is a good way that if I have a hardware failure, I can get my files back super quickly. So definitely check out the built-in Windows 10 recovery and backup tool if you have an external drive, or if you want the robust backup capabilities of the cloud, definitely check out Google Drive, especially if you have a Gmail account, Dropbox because it's so well known and used, or OneDrive because it comes with your Office 365 subscription, or you can get it for free. And again, all three of those have apps that you can download, and you can just drag and drop files that you want onto these backup tools. All right, get out there and try it out.